Residents of the town of Marshall might feel a bit safer in the event of an emergency. Now, the volunteer fire department is celebrating its upgraded fire hall and new fire truck. They're expected to decrease the response time if there is a blaze. Kim Smith has the details from yesterday's grand opening.
Someone's getting wet.
Families had a chance to check out the new fire hall, test out some of the equipment, and meet the volunteer firefighters.
These are the people that are going to take care of us in emergency situations.
The new fire truck means crews should be able to respond to an emergency quicker. The fire department can now respond to a blaze with just 2 volunteers instead of having to wait for a third.
Because it's got the hose reel right beside the controls now. So our response time for that, like if you're waiting for people to show up, because we can't leave unless there's the right number of people on the truck.
The fire chief says most of the 9 volunteers work out of town.
It takes us a good 20 minutes, half hour to get here sometimes.
Plans for a new fire hall have been in the works for a few years. Former Mayor Corey Tavener spearheaded the project.
The community needs it. We needed updated equipment. The fire hall that we had was in very bad shape. It was an old mechanic shop before we were able to give it to the fire department, and it was time for an update.
The Marshall Fire Department only responds to emergencies within the town. Other than a few recent vehicle fires, crews haven't had to respond to any serious blazes.
No major ones lately. We had one trailer that burnt down here, that'd be 3 years ago.
But crews are now better prepared for the worst. Kim Smith, Newcap News.
Well, Election Day is fast approaching, and St. Paul County residents had a chance to see and hear from the Reeves candidates. Fraser Snowden was at the forum and has more.
Over 100 people showed up to listen to candidates discuss issues such as water, a new wellness center, and care for seniors. Up for the position of Reeve this year are Ray Danilick, incumbent Reeve Steve Upham, and Ben Dick. Danilick, who is a former MLA, says he has a lot of experience to bring to the table.
I have been the county Reeve and have been on council for 9 years. I have also been a school board chairman and a trustee for 9 years. I have been an MLA for 11 years and a minister for over 6 years.
Ben Dick, who claims to come from a very key background for the position, says his report card would help the county greatly.
They're in building roads. I know how to do it really well. Even waterline construction, I have a really good idea where to run them, how to do things efficiently, what kind of ground you can run through.
People could write or say their questions for the candidates. Doris Bodner, a secretary at Glen Avon School in St. Paul, was impressed.
I think it went very well, actually. I'm quite surprised at some of the answers, and I got a lot of information that I didn't really expect getting tonight.
One concern about parking issues was brought up about Sunnyside Manor.
We're kind of short of space in Sunnyside as it is, and just committing a half a dozen rooms to that.
Candidates for St. Paul County Council were also there to field questions. Election Day is October 21st. Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
Well, the future of agriculture looks bright as students in Vermilion are learning all about the industry through some hands-on experience. Kyle Gallagher checked out the Department of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences at Lakeland College and has more in this week's Ag Report.
These animal science technology students are getting cattle ready for a morning lab.
So today we're going to be showing them how to tube and bolus animals in the case of bloat, or if you have to treat them with a bolus medication.
By using real equipment on real animals, the program gives students real-life experience. That's one of the main reasons Carly Avison enrolled.
I really like the hands-on stuff.
Carly's family manages over 200 head of cattle, and while there is a lot she can learn on her own farm, the second-year student is happy she decided to further her education.
We learned like all the basic stuff last year, kind of, and the technical, the more book side of things, and then this year we're doing all the experience hands-on stuff, so I've been able to use a lot of that at home.
As part of the curriculum, students run and manage an actual farm. Lakeland College first introduced the concept in 1990, and the school now has the largest student-managed farm program in Canada.
And that's really been kind of our flagship program there. It's an opportunity for the students to come in and manage an actual business. So they're working with the finances, they're working with the management decisions on that side.
And interest in agriculture continues to grow. Over the last decade, enrollment in agricultural sciences has almost doubled. jumping from 180 in 2003 to 330 this year.
Even though the number of farms may be going down, there's still a lot of opportunity within the industry for a really successful career.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.